Hola and welcome, fellow gamers. That sounded really super cringe, but I said it. Hey, so I'm a day late. As you can tell by my glasses, just got off a 12-hour shift. I'm working overtime, but as always, I want to bring you the humble choice games of this month of what was it, May? Yeah, it is May, and we have a doozy setup of games here this month, which is really cool. So, alone, I can already tell you specifically, Eiyuden Chronicles, this pays for itself. Amnesia the Bunker pays for itself. Thaumaturge, which was good, I did play a little bit of this on my channel if you needed to go see it. This pays for it, flat out. But without further ado, let's just kind of jump in and start learning some of these. So this is the deluxe edition of the Thaumaturge. I only have the regular edition because I bought it when it was finally released. And it's a really interesting, like, Russian RPG where you play as a thaumaturge. Basically somebody who can see spirits and use them to their advantage. You know, like a spiritualist, but in Russia. And you meet Rasputin, so, you know. It's very cool. The gameplay is I don't know how to explain it. Exploration is very detective heavy. While the RPG elements and stuff like that are kind of cool. There's not a lot of fighting, but the fighting is really different. Has a good story, great things. Not a lot said here on the actual page here, but it is a relatively good RPG. $40 value, 82% positive. It's a good checkout. Next up, we have Amnesia the Bunker. The Amnesia games are top tier horror games. This one in the same vein. They're first-person horror simulators. This one adds a little bit more combat. The other ones didn't really have a lot of combat. They were mainly just like stealth horror, which is still good, but this one added combat because you're in like a World War II bunker. World War I, sorry. It says, left all alone in a desolate World War I bunker with only one bullet remaining in the barrel. It's up to you to face the oppressing terrors in the dark. Keep the lights on at all costs, persevere, and make your way out alive. A truly intense horror experience. I did watch CJU play this game. I have not personally played it, but for all my go-to horror needs, I tend to watch CJU. And it is very tense. You're basically fighting a giant rat-like monster or a mole monster, as you can see here. But there are lots of things in it that are really kind of tense. Next up, we have Evil West. This is something that I've kind of wanted to play. It's kind of it's a first-person shooter, or first or third person. Third person, it looks like. Shooter that's very, like, I don't know how to explain it. But you're a hunter. It says, evil never sleeps, but it bleeds. A dark menace consumes the American frontier. As one of the last agents in a top-secret vampire hunting institute, you are the final line between humanity and a deep-rooted terror that now emerges from the shadows. Rise up to become a Wild West superhero. Eradicate the vampire threat and save the United States. But it's just a third-person shooter, but story-based, which is really good. It says, in visceral explosive combat, unleash hell with your firearms, lightning-fueled gauntlet, and gadgets. Kill bloodthirsty monstrosities in a style as a lone hunter on a co-op with friend. I don't have very many of those. Explore and fight in a narrative-driven campaign while upgrading your weapons and hunting tools. Unlock new perks to evolve your monster-slaying mastery, crafting your own playstyle to defeat the supernatural hordes. So, yeah, I might check this out when I'm feeling a little bored. Next up, we have Shadow Gambit: The Cursed Crew. I really wanted to play this game when it came out. I did not get around to it because I picked up Rogue Waters instead because they kind of came out right next to each other. But this is a real-time like stealth strategy game. We've got a couple of these that have come out. I'm not a big fan of stealth strategy games, just like I'm not a real big fan of just stealth games in general. I'm a dumb. But it looks very pretty. It has some cool aspects to it. But it looks like you're cursed with your ship. Shadow Gambit: The Cursed Crew is a real-time stealth strategy game set in a fantastical version of the Caribbean during the golden age of piracy. A place of mystery and wonder, these islands are home to pirates, vagrants, and all manner of strange folk, but the forces of the Inquisition have set their sights on these isles you call home, and you will stop at nothing to eradicate your people as they seek a powerful pirate artifact buried in the region. Recruit and lead an undead pirate crew from aboard your ghost ship to outwit your enemy, striking from the shadows with both blade and sorcery to save your people. Take charge of an infamous pirate ship and reunite its cursed crew as you fight back against the Inquisition across multiple islands that dot the region. With 8 undead crew members waiting to be revived, you can choose who to recruit to your cause, and when there are no wrong choices, but your crew's composition will determine how you traverse the islands. Your unique experience to the narrative campaign and what abilities you have at your disposal at any given time. You can tell I am exhausted because that did not come out at all. So basically it is a non-linear approach to storytelling. Stealth mission based ghost pirate crew that you can pick. All your characters have different abilities. Really kind of cool. We'll play it on my own. If you guys want to see it, let me know, but it may not be right away. Next up, we have Eiyuden Chronicles 100 Heroes. This is the regular version, not the higher tier version, I guess, with the DLC. I love the game. Fantastic game. I recently just beat it like 2 months ago. I got to a part in the original game before it was updated and stuff where I got almost soft lock out of the game because the way something happened. So I stopped playing it, and then Suikoden 1 and 2 came out, and I ran through Suikoden 1 and 2 and beat both of those games, and then I restarted this game and beat it as well. Very good storytelling game. Love the type of gameplay. I hope we get another one. It doesn't even have to be like in this universe, but the gameplay I like Suikoden 1 and 2 and this. Great RPG, lots of heroes, fantastical world, and they're cooking minigames. Next up, we have Star Wars Bounty Hunter. I've not played this game. I've heard it's actually not bad. It's relatively older, but it is a third-person action adventure game. Let the hunt begin. This classic third-person action adventure game, you become Jango Fett, prime clone of the Grand Army of the Republic, hired to capture a deranged dark Jedi. So you mean a Sith. So yeah, I don't know exactly when this game came out, but it has been a while. Next up, we have Ultros. This looks to be a side-scrolling adventure. It says you wake up stranded after seemingly crashing your ship on the Sarcophagus, a giant space-drifting cosmic uterus holding an ancient demonic being known as Ultros. Trapped in the eternal loop of a black hole, you will have to explore the sarcophagus and meet its inhabitants to understand the part you play. Are you the gruesome breaker of the cycle, or can you become a link from destruction to rebirth? Yeah, it's a interesting fighting style. It says experience brutal, intimate, close-quarter combat with cosmic life forms. Driven by a sense of urgency where precision is paramount and every cut of your blade counts. Yet this intense combat is just juxtaposed with cultivating the greenery and tending to plant life in the sarcophagus, providing precious moments of contemplation and peace. In turn, this grants deeper access to obscured paths. Sounds interesting. Not really my type of gameplay loop, but does look beautiful. Next up, we have Corpse Keeper. This looks like a fighting game, like an early '90s fighting game. Corpse Keeper is a very challenging action RPG with tons of strategy elements. You'll need to lead a squad of 3 corpses to explore the grim and dark medieval world within limited time. Acquire resources and equipment, build a powerful army of the living dead with enemies' flesh and bones, and finally kill the demon lurking in the deep end of the cathedral to hunt his soul. The way the gameplay looks, it looks like a fighting game. So how does that work out? The battles in Corpse Keeper contain not only realistic sword fighting, but also dashing and gorgeous skills. Parry, dodge, or roll. Cope with different attacks in various ways. Observe and master your skills. Does ring combats, and keep confronting stronger opponents. Huh. Supposedly a lot of different characters that you can get. Customizable and stuff. Bandit leader. Bandit, scout, jailer. Huh. Alright. Abbess, felony prisoner, vagrant knight. They're all just a little bit different. And it looks like you get a month-long of IGN Plus. So this is new or returning. You probably still have to put in your credit card. So hopefully you go in there and just unsubscribe when you get done. But it is IGN Plus for a month. Okay, so that looks like all the games. Do get some coupons here. So you get Captain Blood, 10% off. I think that is for Shadow Gambit. Same thing with Yuki's Wish and Zagan's Ritual. So these are all coupons for DLC for Shadow Gambit, it looks like. We are doing this for Comic Relief, Red Nose Day. We've partnered with Comic Relief to sponsor Red Nose Day, a month-long event that raises donations to help feed and house children in need. So these are a pretty decent set of games this month. Really good RPG heavy games. I think are really, really good to go ahead and have. But I am exhausted. I'm going to make me something to eat. I think it actually just got done while I was making this video. I put it in the microwave. And I'm going to eat and then go to bed because I've got 6 more 12-hour shifts to go before a day off. Please wish me luck. And as always, let me know what you thought in the comments.